Welcome to the small kitchen of glory. I'm Smoke, and I am in the kitchen. Today is a prime rib. We're gonna make a rub. We're gonna get it salted. It's day one. We'll put it in the fridge overnight to salt and season. And tomorrow we're gonna cook it and hope that we don't ruin an $80 roast. So let's get the rub going. I'm gonna be keeping this pretty simple. We're gonna do, that one smells like oregano, basil, and some other stuff. We're gonna get all this into a bowl. We have a teaspoon of oregano. Yep, basil smells like black licorice, I swear. A teaspoon of basil, half a teaspoon of rosemary. Get them cute little guys in there. Some smoked paprika. This stuff is really their workhorse in anything you put it in. We're going to do a heaper of that, because that is the good stuff. We're going to do a whole damn teaspoon of garlic powder, because garlic is like butter. More garlic, more butter. This right here is the normal paprika. We're going to do, I don't want to overload it with smoked, so we're going to do not quite a half a teaspoon of the normal paprika. Oh, boners. All right. Oh, all right. Yeah, well, it didn't take long for it all to go to hell. All to go to hell. We're going to do a half a teaspoon of thyme. I'm assuming this is thyme. If it's not, that'll be embarrassing. I couldn't find my red pepper, so I'm just going to go with half a teaspoon of cheapo black pepper. That's good enough. Let's clear this out. Now I'm just going to give this a quick little mixer doodle with my fingers and just kind of break some of it up. Once we get it all mixed, then we're going to salt it and let it sit in the fridge uncovered for 24 hours. And then I'll be back. It won't even seem like 24 hours to you. It'll seem like a long time to me, though. We got our seasoning. This is an 8-pound prime rib, I think. I'm just going to use a little paring knife here to cut her open. All right, we need to get this out of the plastic, just like so. We're going to get rid of this plastic. Now I have what can be described as a buttload of paper towel. And we need to pat this bad boy dry the best that we can. I'm going to actually pull it out of that pan, because this pan has a whole bunch of blood in it. Big old chunk of meat. That's what I like, big old chunks of meat. Let's get this off the towels. Put this here cooling rack on the roaster pan. We're going to slap this prime rib, right on top of it. And now we're going to rub in some seasonings. Just want to really massage it in and make it all friendly. We're going to do this on the top and the bottom. I don't know which one's which, if I'm being completely honest. We're just massaging the sexy little rib. Yeah, a little rib massage. Flip it over. We've got some more seasonings on this side. We're just sprinkling it on, and then we're gonna rub it all in beautifully. Just making sure it sticks. And then we're going to aggressively salt this mommy. Now, rubbing the sides is a little bit more challenging, but I'm just gonna scoop some into my hand and then rub it on there. We're gonna try and use all of this seasoning. That's looking pretty good. Oh man, this smoked paprika really does work. There we go. We got her all used. Now we just need to salt it. Man, that smells good. Now for salting. I finally got the cheap sea salt. I've been using the expensive ass, whatever it is. Wait, that doesn't come out very fast though. Come on, give me that salt, Daddy. You want a lot of salt. That's just the way this stuff works. You know, I don't like how slow this stuff comes out. There we go. You always need more salt than you think you do. All right, now we're going to gently lift this up and gently give her a flipper doodle, as gently as I can with this Mondo Beast. Some of the salt's gonna fall off. That is to be expected. We're gonna aggressively salt this side. A lot of salt. There we go. We're gonna rub this around. Get some in my hand and just rub it on the edges. Yes, I'm going to wash my salt afterwards. It's covered in a meat juice. Okay, now we have a well-salted prime rib. What's going to happen overnight is that salt's going to draw the water out of the prime rib. It's going to make that water salty, and then it's going to suck it back in, and it's going to dry out the edge so we have a nice crust for the, what is it, Maillard reaction? I believe that's what it's called. So now we're just going to put this in the fridge and let it sit for 24 hours, and I'll be back in a jiffy for you. Boom! That is a well-aged prime rib. Which way does it go? That way? I don't know. It's just big. Look at that. All that salt sucked into it. We just have the seasonings on the top. I'm going to transfer it into a different pan for cooking. We're going to slide that up. We're going to use this concoction. What we have here is a sheet, a more firm carbon steel sheet with a rack on top, and then all this is on a cookie sheet just to make sure that we don't get any drippage going into the actual oven. Now, question being, which side is the fatty side of this? This should be the fat cap, allegedly. Respectfully, I honestly don't know, and I don't think it's going to make the world's biggest difference. What we're going to do, we're going to pretend it's okay. It's all going to be okay. We need to pick this up and slide it a little bit. I don't want to slide it on the grate because then the seasoning's going to rub off. It's a little bit not centered. A little bit more. Right there seems good. And we're going to put this in the oven at 250-ish. My 250 on my dial is worn off. I've gone through lots of blind tricks to try and find it. None of them worked. So we're just going to pop this in the oven at 250 and cook it for about 3 hours. We want the internal temp to be at 120. We're going to pull it out, let it rest, and then we're going to do a reverse sear on it after it rests for about an hour to 45 minutes. So let's go. We got the rib. We're going to put the rib in the oven. And we'll get a little shot of it sitting in there all beautiful. Is that not beautiful? I hope so. 3 hours. We have a prime rib here at about 2 hours and 50 minutes, maybe 3 hours-ish. I flipped it over because I feel like I put the wrong side up at the start, so about an hour and I flipped her. We're gonna slip the thermometer right on the back end of it, nice and deep. 122 is pretty damn perfect for what we're looking for. That's almost exactly what we want it to be. I hope I have enough foil. We need to wrap this cute little baby up and let her rest for about 45 minutes. So I'm just going to put foil on it that way. And we're going to grab some more foil. Do we have enough? Oh, it's tight, but I think we got it. We're gonna foil it this away. This is just to let it rest, keep all the deliciousness sealed in, and give me a little bit of time to make my potatoes. Yeah, just tent it up. Give that bad, there we go, beautiful. We're just gonna let this sit for 45 minutes. And over here on the stove, that water is aggressively boiling. I'm going to put in about 3 pounds of whole, unpeeled potatoes. I recently learned you're supposed to boil them with the skins on. I didn't know that until very recently. So we're going to try it. Then we're going to blanch them after they're done and try and peel them without burning my hands off. We're going to make some delicious mashed, oh I forgot one, potatoes. Do they all even fit in there? They do. Beautiful. Now I need an implement of stirring and poking, which I have found. The old trusty slotted bamboo spoon. We're just going to let this come back up and get to a boil. And we're going to let these sexy babies cook. It's probably going to take a while, probably 30, 45 minutes, just about as long as roast. And then after that's done, we're going to reverse sear the roast at 500 degrees. We're going to get it all nice and browned on the outside. And then we'll hopefully have the potatoes close done. We'll be eating. We have a whole bunch of potatoes here, freshly out of hot water. We're putting them in cold water. I believe they're done. I poked one of them and it seemed pretty doneish. They're also... God, that one fell apart. That one's definitely done. So damn hot. And we're trying to cool them. Gaga! Cool them off in cold water. You know, there's probably a better way to do this, like with tongs or something. That's just a broken potato. All right. You guys just chill in that cold water and become cold. Become cold. Now, after doing this, allegedly, you should be able to just peel the skins off. The water's already heating up to a point which I don't feel comfortable with. We're going to get rid of this. Actually, we're going to use this for skins. I lied. We're going to use that for skins. Now, how much do these have to... I think I might have to drain them and re-water them. Is that what I call it? Watering my potatoes? I'm going to re-water them. Allegedly, you could just peel these with your hands. Oh, this is going to take a while. BRB in an hour when these get peeled. There's probably going to be some skin on it still because, you know, it's like grandma's potatoes where every once in a while you get a little bit of skin in there. Let you know it was homemade. This is also quite hot. I'm not going to yell. I'm not going to yell. I also just realized that my camera might be all steamed up. I didn't wipe it off after dumping the water out. But so is life. This is a disaster. I was going to take these and put them in this pot. And then I just decided, why bother? Just peel the skin directly into this. I'm now regretting that. That's pretty peeled. Oh, I should probably get this one out of here. I need another bowl. Balls! All right, now we're going to go around the world, around the edge of the potato, get that off, and then we're going to peel the center. Right? That didn't work any better. This is just, it's just a mess. But it's supposed to be better because there's not as much water in your potato. So, I don't know. Half the fun in the kitchen is just trying new stuff and learning. That's what I'm doing here. My prime rib is still resting. It's been over 45 minutes, but it's going to be okay. It'll come back up to heat in a jiffy without the lube, in a not jiffy lube. If I might be talking like an idiot, it's because I was forced to do decisions that I didn't want to do involving adult beverages while I was waiting for the prime rib to cook. So, yeah. Send your hate mail to twitch.tv/blurrycito_. Alright, so we have all these potatoes here. We're going to put them in the bowl. They're moderately well peeled. I don't need any comments about the lack of my boiled potato peeling, alright? I don't have a potato smasher, but I have a meat smasher. This is my meat smasher, and it should mash potatoes, at least for the first mash. I know I'm not supposed to use a electric mixer, but that's all I got, folks. I don't have a potato ricer. It's on the list, but apparently that's the best way to do it, according to this Frenchman called Jean-Pierre. I do love him. He sounds like a cartoon character, and he makes me giggle when I watch his videos. But right now we're meat smashing our potatoes, because sometimes you just got to do with what you got, you know? With some skin. We're just getting it going, and then we're going to add in some half and half. Probably about a half a cup. All right. Let's get this off of the meat smasher. Definitely not made for potatoes. Alright, we got that. Now we need the half and half. We're aggressively running out of counter space. So what am I... Oh no, I'm full of potatoes. I got it open. We got the heavy whipping cream. Did I say half and half earlier? I don't know. I'm so keyed in right now to life. Alright. There we go. We're going to put a half a cup in there, in that bowl. Throw that in there with all the other dishes. I'm going to put this in the microwave to heat it up. Whipping cream. We're going to dump that in there. Half a cup, that should be enough. And you'll see why in a minute. There might be some... Oh no, where's my smasher? I put it up here. We're going to gently smash this in so it doesn't give me splashback. And then we're going to do the butter. And we're going to mix it up. I know you're not supposed to mix it. I know I just said that. But I'm just reiterating. I know. I don't have a choice. Now, to the uneducated human, this might look like 3 sticks of butter. And that might look like a lot. But but it's better if you know it's only 3/4 of a pound. Okay? We're just digging these sticks. This is really good for you. If you're on an all butter diet, this is what you want. I'll tell you right now. I'm gonna give this a light mash with my meat masher. And then we're gonna get out the electric mixer, which I know I'm not supposed to use. Give it a good old mixer doodle. Once it gets mixed up, we're gonna put in a tablespoon of Lawry's seasoning salt and a teaspoon of McCormick garlic. Gotta use McCormick, the good stuff. But we wanna really show this who's the boss. High power! If you're wondering at home, I definitely put this entire thing in the microwave to make it warm. I'm just pouring some in. Don't question me. Oh no. This is a disaster. All right, back to mixing. Mixing that whipped cream. Yeah, there we go. Mix it in slow, and then we're gonna give it the power! Maximum power, Captain. Oh, this has a power boost. Boost me! That's not ergonomical to press that and also mix. We have 1 tablespoon of Lawry's seasoning. Oh, I'm dying. That's cool. We're going to put some pepper in here for good luck. We have a 1/2 teaspoon-ish of smoked paprika. That makes everything better. Science! And we're going to do 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. Oh, I got to unscrew it. But this is a 1/2 teaspoon, so we're going to do 2 halves, which equals 1 whole. Science? That's actual science. I say that a lot. That time it really was. Now we're going to slowly mix all this in and make it delicious. Oh man. Oh man, that's beater licking good. Oh, that is delicious. I'm going to go suck on these. BRB. Now we're going to take the foil off of the raw prime of the ribs. Oh man, that smells so good. I'm going to put some butter on this. Now you might be thinking, smoke. You're in the kitchen and butter burns at like 350. Are you sure you want to do that smoke? You will make actual smoke in the kitchen. That French guy told me I should do it. It will just brown because I'm only going to do it for like 10 minutes. So this is just going to make it delicious. We're going to be putting this in the oven at 500 degrees for 10 minutes, just to really crisp up the outside. This butter is going to pretty much melt instantly, but then it's just going to create delicious, buttery deliciousness all over the roast. Cold butter, so it at least lasts a little bit longer. Just feeling where I haven't put any. We'll put one right there. I think we can get one right there. Last butter right there. Do we need one? Oh, never mind. We need one up there too. Get a little fat boy. Put that right up there. All right. We're going to throw this in the oven. A very hot oven at 500 degrees Fahrenheit for 10 minutes. Oh, God. We have a very hot prime rib. Woo, baby. That bad boy is sizzling. I took it out at about 9 minutes. Oh, man. She is fat everywhere, covered in butter, beautifulness. I got to let this cool down some. I'm not going to touch that any more than I have to in its current condition of bubbling and boiling. So we're going to let that cool, then we will be back with serving of the prime rib and the potatoes, and we'll do a little taster. Sorry about the audio change. The microphone battery has died, so I'm cutting off a piece of the prime rib. I cut the end. That's what she looks like. It's probably beautiful. Boy, that cuts pretty damn easy. Let's look at this big fat boy. Let's look at the. Oh, that smells like heaven on earth. Oh, that's so tender in there. It's squishy. I'm just gonna steal a little piece. Just a little piece. We're just gonna. Oh. All right. We'll save that to the end. We're plate. We're gonna get some mashed potatoes. I meant to say this earlier. When I do mashed potatoes, I know it might seem weird, but I like mine with some clumps in them. It reminds me of, you know, good old homemade mashed potatoes. We're just gonna grab some of this here meat. 2 big old manly pieces. Oh shit, I need a spoon. We got a spoon. Why just a spoon? Because I'm gonna eat this prime rib with my hands. All right, let's take it. I'm so hungry. Let's try these. They're nice and thick. Oh man. Oh man. Oh my god. The reason I don't do gravy with these is because they're so thick, so rich. They don't need. I missed my plate. Oh man, that'd be good. All right. We're just gonna rip off a piece of this. We got a little bit of gray and a little bit of pink, but it just pulls apart. Oh my god, the fat on that is so good. Oh my god. This turned out so good. This is so good. Oh my god, that outside crust is so good. I'm stuffing more in my mouth. It's so good. Alright, I gotta go. I'm glad that you all joined me on my kitchen adventure of making some prime rib. It's a first for me. Make it a first for you. We did actually have a little bit of smoke in the kitchen. Double smoke. I told you to take that out early because the butter was getting hot. But you're beautiful. I'm not going to chew in your ear any more than I have to. So I love you all. Like, subscribe. Oh, fat. I'm eating it with my hands like an animal. All right. Ta-ta, everyone.